How would life develop on a planet with no day and night cycle? Here on Earth, we take day and night for granted, but such a cycle might not even exist on some planets. Maureen Cohen asked, do aliens sleep? You may take sleep for granted, but research suggests many planets that could evolve life do not have a night and day cycle. It's hard to imagine, but there are organisms living in Earth's lightless habitats, deep underground or at the bottom of the sea, that give us an idea what alien life without a circadian rhythm may be like. There are billions of potentially habitable planets in our galaxy. How do we arrive at this number? The Milky Way was between 100 billion and 400 billion stars. 70% of these are tiny, cool red dwarfs, also known as M dwarfs. The detailed exoplanet survey published in 2013 estimated that 41% of M dwarf stars have a planet orbiting in their Goldilocks zone, the distance at which the planet has the right temperature to support liquid water. These planets only have the potential to host liquid water, though. We don't yet know if any of them actually do have water, much less life. Still, that comes to 28.7 billion planets in the Goldilocks zones of M dwarfs alone. This is not even considering other types of stars like our own yellow sun. Rocky planets orbiting in an M dwarf's habitable zone are called M-Earths or M-Earths. The M-Earths differ from our Earth in fundamental ways. For one thing, because M-dwarf stars are much cooler than the sun, they are close in, which makes the gravitational pull of the star and the planet immensely strong. The star's gravity pulls harder on the near side of the planet than the far side, creating friction that results and slows down the planet's spin over eons until spin and orbit are synchronized. This means most M-Earths are probably tidally locked, which is when one hemisphere always faces the sun while the other always faces away. The tidally locked planet's year is the same length as its day. The moon is tidally locked to our Earth, which is why we always see only one face of the moon and never its dark side. A tidally locked planet may seem exotic, but most potentially habitable planets are probably like this. Our closest planetary neighbor, Proxima Centauri b, located in the Alpha Centauri system 4 light years away from us, is probably a tidally locked M-Earth. Unlike our Earth, then, M-Earths have no days, no nights, no seasons, but life on Earth, from bacteria to humans, has circadian rhythms turned to the day-night cycle. Sleep is only the most obvious of these. The circadian cycle affects biochemistry, body temperature, cell regulation, behavior, and much more. For example, people who receive vaccinations in the morning develop more antibodies than those who receive them in the afternoon because the immune system's responsiveness varies throughout the day. We don't know for sure how important periods of inactivity and regeneration are to life. Maybe beings that evolved without a cyclical time can just keep on chugging, never needing to rest. To inform our speculation, we can look at organisms on Earth that thrive far from daylight, such as cave dwellers, deep sea life, and microorganisms in dark environments like the Earth's crust and the human body. Many of these life forms do have biorhythms synchronized to stimuli other than light. Naked mole rats spend their entire lives underground, never seeing the sun, but they have circadian clocks attuned to daily and seasonal cycles of temperature and rainfall. Deep sea mussels and hot vent shrimp synchronize with the ocean tides. Bacteria living in the human gut synchronize with melatonin fluctuations in their host. Melatonin is a hormone your body produces in response to darkness. Temperature variations caused by thermal vents, humidity fluctuations, and changes in environmental chemistry or currents can all trigger bio-oscillations in organisms. This hints that biorhythms have intrinsic benefits. Recent research shows M-Earths could have cycles that replace days and seasons. To study questions like these, scientists have adapted climate models to simulate what the environment on M-Earth would look like, including our Proxima neighbor Proxima Centauri b. In these simulations, the contrast between day side and night side seems to generate rapid jets of wind and atmospheric waves, like those that cause Earth's jet stream to bend and meander. If the planet has water, the day side probably forms thick clouds full of lightning. Interactions between wind, atmospheric waves, and clouds may shift the climate between different states, causing regular cycles in temperature, humidity, and rainfall. The lengths of these cycles will vary by planet from tens to hundreds of Earth's days, but they would not be related to its rotational period. While the star remains fixed in the sky of these planets, the environment will be changing. Perhaps life on M-Earths would evolve biorhythms synchronized to these cycles. If a circadian clock organizes internal biochemical oscillations, it may have to. Or perhaps evolution would find a weirder solution. We could imagine species that live on the planet's day side and migrate to the night side to rest and regenerate, a circadian clock in space instead of in time. This thought should remind us that if life exists out there, it would upend assumptions we did not know we had. The only certainty is that it will surprise us. And this is from the conversation here under Creative Commons by Maureen Cohen, postdoctorate research associate in Venus Global Climate Modeling of the Open University, on Unexplained Mysteries by T.K. Randall. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.